Hi, I'm Mark from Dynabrade, and I'm going to show you how to do some lens repair. I'm going to use a Dynabrade random orbital sander with the 3-inch disc on there. And I think we had a question here from a guy from Utah.
I was wondering about the speed, the variable speed on that, if you can change it. Also, what is this attachment right here?
Yep, this is our random orbital head that screws right onto the tool. And what you can do is, if you get in close here, it says buff and sand right on the side of the tool.
You can almost see that clearly.
You can or cannot?
Can, almost, but it's not very clear.
So one says sand, one says buff, and you switch the speed regulator back and forth to do either one of the two. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 600 grit, P600 from Jordan, and then I'm going to move to an 800 and then a 1000, and the last step is going to be to use some liquid ice and our Dynabrade buffer to make a nice crystal clear lens. So here we go. The only other thing you need is a water bottle. So first of all, you're going to wet the disc, wet the abrasive, and then you want to wet the lens a little bit too. Then you get started sanding. You got to find your speed. That seems like a pretty good speed for what we're going to do. And again, you want to wait for this to get to be a white, pasty consistency. That shows that the abrasive is starting to blend in with the water, and that the top surface of the lens is actually starting to get removed. Now you can see right there, it's starting to get a little white and pasty. Okay, so we'll wipe that off. You can already see it's changed colors a bit.
Yep.
We're going to go to our next grid, which is the P800. Got that down. Same thing. Got to apply medium pressure. Get the backup pad on here to compress about half to a quarter to halfway. That's a decent pressure for doing this. You can see right now it's starting to turn a little white. Looking good. Again, we'll wipe that off. Gets a little more clear. Now we'll put on the P1000 paper. Oops. We don't need to take that.
So are you purposely not allowing it to spin, just more of the back and forth and vibrations from it? Is that what you're doing?
You can allow it to spin. It's best for it to spin a little more. It's tough to get it to spin. You got to keep playing with your downward pressure though.
Right.
You want enough pressure to create the white sludgy, slurry of water, abrasive, and plastic from the lens. That looks pretty good. Now you see pretty much all the yellowing is gone. There's just a little bit of hazing to it. And we're going to take that out. You could, if you wanted to, you could actually use another abrasive. Go to a 1500 grit, but I'm going to buff it right now and see how it comes out. So we're going to use our buffer and a little more of our liquid ice.
So you may be using like 10 drops of the liquid ice, right?
Yeah, just a few dabs in there, and try to mix it around a little so it covers good. There we go. We'll avoid a spray here. Okay, there you have it.
That's great.
You see the difference between the yellow and the clear?
Definitely. That's awesome.
Okay,
You like
again,
it?
with some
Yeah,
Dynabrade.
it definitely looks good.
You'd use that?
I would.
Alright, cool.
With some
Thanks,
Dynabrade
Mark.
air power tools, you can not only sand out imperfections in paint, but you can also clear a lens.
Thank you.
Thank you.